Okay, so we're live. So guys, it's going to be 60 seconds of work, only 15 seconds rest, 3 rounds, only 1 set per round. We're going to just warm you up a little bit. We can actually do a regular warm-up. So we're starting with rotations, just pivoting on the balls of your feet, allowing those arms to swing. And yeah, we'll make it even though it's 8:37. So we did the math. It's only 24 sets instead of 48. So assuming the rest periods between rounds are a bit longer, but not too much, you save 6 minutes with fewer rest breaks, only 24 instead of 48. Actually, it's probably not true because there's no rest break after the last set. I know we can calculate this with our brilliant minds, but we're not going to bother. So we've got a wide stance, shifting weight side to side. Getting those adductors. I was up till 5 watching videos on body tempering. Now we're getting the hamstrings, hinging at the hips. So if you're not familiar with body tempering, instead of rolling, body rolling is with actually with a ball. You'd think it's with a foam roller, but it's not. Body tempering is with a steel cylinder that could weigh up to 150 pounds. Somebody rolls that on top of you. Cross crawl, basically to kill you. It's supposed to relax your muscles and have beneficial effects. Okay, gentle bounces now. I don't know why I watched all these videos. Very light on your feet.
So you're considering Rolfing.
Little jog. Yeah, if you've heard of Rolfing. It's the analog of, or partner of Rolfing. Heels coming up, heels to your butt.
Ida.
And we got knees coming up to the sky. Now we're going way back to basics today, because this would be the first class in the series. Fast feet. You're on hot coals for 3, 2, 1, and recover. Good. Okay. So super, super basic. And I'll let you know where there's an opportunity for extra resistance. But this is a good day to just reset and get accustomed to the longer work sets. Double the length of the 30s, which we had just done for a full month. Okay, number 1 is a bent knee curl up. You can bend either knee. You can certainly switch it on the second set. The other leg is long. You can cup your ears, support your head if you want or not, and slide the fingertips towards the feet as you exhale. And it's a curling motion. So the curling is taking place at the abdominals rather than keeping that portion of your body straight and just throwing your shoulders forward. Okay, we don't want to do that. Curling is at the shoulders too. Number 2 is Cobra. So we're on our belly. Shauna's going to prop her hips up with an Eric's pad, which is about 2 inches thick, so you could try a pillow or a cushion. Then we're going to place the palms roughly below the shoulders. So if you don't have, we're going to place the palms on the ground. That would be Cobra. Nope. under the shoulders. Yeah,
Oh,
Cobra.
I thought that was
No, that's Sphinx with elbows under shoulders. Cobra is bring the palms back. No, under the shoulders. Put the hands down. Now now push up. That's Cobra. Otherwise it'd be back extension, lowercase I.
okay.
So we put the palms down, roughly under the shoulders, push, find your end range, but you want to keep those hips down and neck with spine. If the hips lift, you're pushing too hard. Now this is a long time to hold this position, so patience, don't force it, and if you need to come back down, you come back down, reset, and come back up. That's number 2. Number 3 is a shuffle. Perfect for the end of March Madness. We get in our defensive stance, sliding across. We could have hands out to block the passing lanes. Feet are parallel, back is flat. Stops and starts. Okay. Number 4, straight up plank with optional band. If you're strong enough, you could use a looped band around your shoulder blades or upper back
Don't have a contrasting color.
and around your fingers. So you could be on your palms if you have a band. You could be on your forearms, a little trickier with a band. And balls of your feet. Neck with spine, not allowing low back to collapse. Good. Number 5, we can definitely load, guys. It's your squat. Straight up squat, nothing fancy. Sean's going to go with a small looped band above the knees. That's going to put pressure inward. And she has to resist that to keep the knees out and aligned with her feet. We initiate with the hips. Then the back stays flat. Neck with spine. And then we come out of it. But take your time. You got a full minute. So you can go pretty slow. Find your end range. Not rush. Now, if you want to focus more on cardio this morning, then you can speed it up. Okay. Number 6 is going to be the tough one, I think, for most of us. Straight up push up for 1 minute. The band will make it even harder. Preferably from the toes if you can handle it. If you fatigue, you come to your knees.
Sometimes the band is just harder on the hand.
Hands wider than shoulders. We initiate with the elbows. Elbows bend, chest lowers, hips lower. The head's the last thing down. Okay, that's 6. Number 7 is, we're going to break it up into 2 parts, otherwise it won't work. It's a static lunge, so I will try to remember to tell you when it's 30 seconds. So the first half will be the right knee is going to drop. It's the back leg, I guess. Second half, the left knee is going to drop. Or it doesn't matter, whichever. Whichever. You pick one and then switch. Okay. But you keep that position the entire 30 seconds, and then you switch it up.
Well, you can go down and up.
Unless you want to do 1 set of each, a minute of each.
No, I'm
No.
going to do the 30.
No, we'll do 30-30. Okay? And then finally is your Panther Crawl, and that's probably going to be the second toughest. So we're down to hands, balls of feet, and then we're going to bend those knees so that we get shins parallel to ground and upper body parallel to ground. And we will crawl forward, back, circle. Well, let's crawl forward and back because we may save circle for later. Okay, there you go. There's 8. So guys, we're going to start from our back with a curl up. Pick a long leg and a bent knee. And then you can reverse that. Well, you wouldn't be reversing it till the second set, so it's not really that big a deal. I'll try to tell you when it's 30 seconds, and then you can reverse it at that point if you want to. Alrighty, here we go. First round, first set. Remember, it's only one set, and then we move on to the next exercise. And we're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we curl starting from the top. So the curl is going to start a little bit in the neck, the shoulders, the upper chest, the mid chest. Now there's a point where we can't curl anymore, but we're still coming up, 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 exhaling, and then lowering down, down, down. So these longer sets can be somewhat meditative. You can really take your time, try to tune into your body, sense what's going on, where you can make any micro adjustments. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. And so we're going to flip over to our belly for Cobra. And you're going to keep the legs down, but you're going to put your hands roughly below your shoulders. And we have 3, 2, 1, and go. We're going to push. So now Shauna's really in Sphinx, which is elbows under shoulders. That's fine if you'd rather do that this morning.
Cobra is kind of the most confusingly named exercise.
Well, it's yoga. What do you expect?
Go by check.
It's just supported more. I'll have to look at a yoga book. Who cares? Okay. Try to stay up if you can. Neck aligned with spine. That means you're definitely looking down, right? So if you're looking up, you're going to compress your cervical spine. Let's try not to do that. 10 seconds to go.
That's why I don't recommend looking at a yoga book. That's not what we're doing.
3, 2, 1. Recover. Great, guys. And we're up for the shuffle. So we find the end of our space. We set our feet. They're parallel. We come into a quarter to a half squat. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and go. So first we get comfortable with the movement while maintaining a flat back and keeping the feet parallel. Then we think about the depth of our squat. We think about how quickly we're accelerating and how efficiently we're decelerating. And then if we're feeling good, we can layer on speed. And we can really start to pick it up. Or we can increase the distance of our shuffles. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Nice. And we're down for plank. Optional band to make it harder. On palms or forearms. We go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So whereas in the previous exercise, the focus was on mobility, agility, quickness, speed, now it's entirely on stability. You want to be rock solid. So that core is completely engaged. That low back is going absolutely nowhere. It's not caving in. The hips are not hiking up. Bracing throughout, but breathing is still fluid, nice and relaxed. And we have 3, 2, 1, and recover. Fantastic. And now we're up for our squat. Optional extra resistance. Could be a band, could be dumbbells. Lots of options. Squatting in 3, 2, 1, and go. The hips initiate. They go back. The trunk is going to come forward somewhat. Okay, the knees are going to bend. The heels are going to stay down, which means the ankles are going to move forward. And then you can find your end range. So we don't want to find an end range that compromises our form. In other words, if you try to go too low, you're probably going to start to round at your low back. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and recover. Great, guys. Okay, now we got push-ups. So big decision is where you're going to place your hands. And you do want them level. On toes to start if you can. 3, 2, 1, and go. So see if you can maintain that military position on your toes for as long as possible. 45 seconds to go. I'll keep giving you countdowns. 40 left. So you can just make a note if do you fatigue. 35. 30 seconds left. So that's halfway. 25. Go down as one piece. 20 seconds. Go up as one piece. 15 seconds. You're doing great, guys. Good job. 10 seconds. Final 5. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Fantastic. 6 down. Now we got a static lunge. You pick a lead foot, whatever you're comfortable with. And then we're going to switch it halfway at 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So, split stance. We keep it split. At 30 seconds, I'm going to pause for about 3 seconds so you can set it up the other way. Okay, guys, 10 more seconds like this. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead, switch. Make sure you're stable. 3, 2, 1, and go. I think that's the better way to do it, so you're not rushing. There you go. Nice and steady. 3, 2, 1, recover. Good. And believe it or not, we're at last first. Panther Crawl. So we're on palms, balls of the feet, upper body parallel to ground. 3, 2, 1, and go. Taking it forward, taking it back. Hands and feet working in opposition. So as left hand goes back, then the right foot goes back. As the right hand goes forward, the left foot goes forward. Vice versa. 25 seconds left. Trying not to hike the hips. Trying not to let the low back cave in. Short break after this. 10 seconds. And you have 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. All right, round 1 is done. Nice job. So, how did that feel? So, big difference. I know it's only 30 seconds, but it's twice the amount of time going from the shorter work set to the longest one that we do. Of course, you could keep ramping it up if you wanted to. But for most people, what'll happen is they're going to start to fail on the push-ups, and not just fatigue, but really fail, and their form is going to be compromised, and then that can lead to injury. So there's a point at which you either need to change the time for specific movements, and that gets a little more complicated, or you just have to rest, right? So you hit the wall with your push-up, and now you're basically done. And you just wait until the next set begins. So that's also an option. But very low risk today. Yeah, extremely low. Maybe the shuffle is the riskiest. So think about how that went. Do you need to add any resistance, particularly to the squat? If not, we're moving on to round 2 from our back. And you're going to want, if you had a knee bent in that first round, you might want to bend the other knee. Doesn't make a lot of difference. Okay, curl up. Second round is starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, with the 1-minute work sets, we have the luxury of having a little more time. Can do a little more analysis between rounds. Recover a little more fully. Exhale with your lift. Now I like the version where the fingers slide on the ground. And then you can make a visual note. How far did your fingers get in relation to your feet? Actually in relation to that, the heel that's planted. 15 seconds. Awesome, guys. We got 3, 2, 1. Recover. Okay, we're going to flip over to Cobra. So Cobra is actually more advanced than Sphinx. So if you would rather have your elbows under your shoulders, that is fine. 3, 2, 1, and go. Right, so the further back you bring your hands, typically the more challenging this will be to your low back. Personally, I prefer Sphinx. But that's because I have 4 herniated discs. Woo-hoo. So exciting. 25 seconds. Just a static hold. Isometric. Iso means same. Metric means lie. I'm just kidding. Three, two, one, and recover. Good. Okay, guys. Shuffle. Moving on. Feet parallel. Sliding in 3, 2, 1, and go. So this one's the most complicated coordination-wise because it's kind of easy to lose yourself and just get caught up in sliding across your space and losing sight of your feet, losing connection with your back. You gotta try to keep it all integrated. You're more than halfway. And if your low back does start to bother you, then you're going to want to stand up a little bit more, at least for a few seconds. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and recover. And down we go for plank. This will take us to the halfway point of the round. So palms or forearms, you decide. 3, 2, 1, and go. It's another isometric. There's really very little to no movement in a plank. Stable. Breathing's relaxed, neck with spine.
It's really actually a little shallow. You gotta hold your abdominals. Don't breathe in too deep.
Yeah. 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Arms are like columns. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good.
Although doing a minute.
Good, guys.
Make sure you're not holding your breath.
And we're up for a squat. Optional extra resistance. Grab whatever you need. 3, 2, 1, and go. So with the squat, the big first decision is, where do you put your feet? Can always adjust as you go, but it's nice to set it up properly. And this is especially true if you're doing barbell squats or weighted squats. And the heavier the load, the more important that becomes. You really got to set it up well. 20 seconds. A lot of times you see people in a squat cage and they're actually backwards, which is insane, but it happens all the time. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Okay, good, guys. And push-ups are next. So we set up our hands carefully. Then we come onto our toes. 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, it's the bending of the elbows that allows us to get lower to the ground. So it's as if you took your plank and you just tweaked it, just added this one little change, which is elbow flexion and elbow extension. And you might have changed your hand position at the same time. 20 seconds left. That's really the only difference.
What about shoulder blades?
Well, that's part of it. 10 seconds. Can't avoid that.
Some people do.
3, 2, 1. Recover. Fantastic. Good, guys. Static lunge is next. So you're going to pick your lead leg, and at 30 seconds, we're going to pause, and you'll switch. Okay. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So front knee bends, back knee bends. Front knee stays aligned pretty much with the middle of your front foot. So the kneecap bisects the front foot. We lower and we lift. So we flex and we switch in 3, 2, 1, and go. And I'm going to give you 5 more seconds on this side because I screwed up. Sorry. Good, guys. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and recover.
Whoa.
Good.
Good.
And now we're going down for our crawl. And this is last second. So you're on hands, balls of feet. And you have 3, 2, 1, and go. So you actually worked a little harder this set. Sorry, that was a 70-second static lunge, 35 on each side instead of 30. Okay. Hand, opposite foot. So on the heels of the push-ups, I know that was a couple of sets ago, but still, this becomes harder. "20 seconds to go." Very different strategies with the 1-minute work sets. 3, 2, 1. Good. And rest. Nice. Excellent, guys. Round 2 is done. And now we face the final round. That's it. So it's very different. I mean, not only are the work sets longer, just I think the whole experience is different. But that's, that's me. I'm sure we're all going to feel differently about it. Some people like it. Some people don't. It's okay. Before we hit round 3, we just reflect on what we've done. 16 minutes of work so far. 2 minutes of push-ups.
You tell us halfway through on the first set when you switch legs.
Yeah, I'll let you know when you're at 30 seconds on the curl up, because now presumably you've done one set with one knee bent, one set with the other knee bent, but maybe you switched it midstream, I don't know. But now this one, you can switch it after 30.
Yeah,
Okay, and I'll try not to screw up on the static lunge.
that was okay.
Curl ups, at least it was balanced. Okay, guys, curl ups for the last time. Remember, you can switch at 30. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, could you have both knees bent? Yeah, you could. I think the research shows this is a little bit more forgiving for the low back. And both legs straight would be the most extreme version. And we've got 3, 2, 1. Switch if you want. And go. 30 seconds left in the set. Nice big exhale with your lift. Slow, slow tempo. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that's 1 down. We flip over for Cobra. Final time. Hands under shoulders if you like. 3, 2, 1, and go. Little push. Now, it's not a big push, because if you push really hard, what's going to happen is your hips are going to lift, your spine's going to compress, your neck's going to compress. So the effort will be coming from the arms as opposed to from the low back. That defeats the purpose. 30 seconds. Now in a sprawl, it's different. We do push hard from the arms because we're trying to squash our opponent.
Yeah, you push with the hips.
And the hips, the hips. The hips are everything. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Recover. 2 down. All right. And we move on to our shuffle for the final time. Set our feet, sliding across. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And you can hear the roar of the crowd chanting, defense, defense. Good, guys. Got it. So it'll actually be nice when we're not recording these, because then you won't be thumbnails that I can't see at all. 20 seconds to go. But we figured for the recordings, the screen should be on the presenter. 3, 2, 1, and recover. And that is 3 down. And so we move on to our plank. Planks for the last time. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Super solid plank. Now, I have noticed some people who have very good planks actually have their hands slightly forward of their shoulders. So if I drew a plumb line from the shoulders, it would make contact a couple of inches behind the heel of their palms. That's okay.
I think that's just harder.
Yeah. 15 seconds. Might just
Go
be.
like this, you can use your lats more.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it depends on your range of motion.
3, 2, 1, recover. And that's 4 down, and we're halfway through the last round. Now we've got our squat. So still optional extra resistance. I feel like we can all use extra resistance on our squat. And we have 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, by extra, I don't mean a bazillion pounds, because a minute's a long time, but something. Take your time, flat back, knees stay to the outside, heels stay down. Try to make a mental note, where does your torso go? How far forward? And the angle of your torso should mimic the angle of your shins. 10 seconds.
I went to snap.
3, 2, 1. Recover, and that is 5 down, and now we've got push-ups. Okay. Last time for push-ups, set your hands, set your feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it, Brian. Nice, Eva. Good, Heather. Got it, guys. So building more endurance with these longer sets, different kind of strength. It's actually been labeled strength endurance. 30 seconds left. Try to stay with it. Breathing's important here. Usually we're going to exhale with the effort. 20 seconds to go. Hang on. 15 left. You can always slow your pace if you need to. 10. Down to 5. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Great work, guys. That is 6 down. Nice going. Static lunge for the last time. You pick the lead foot, and this time we're going to switch at 30, I promise. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Down and up. Just pay attention to that lead knee. That's the one that's most likely to cave in. Three, 2, 1. Pause, switch. 3, 2, 1, and go. Just notice, is there a difference between having your right foot forward or your left foot forward? You may feel that in the front hip or the hip of the lead leg. And recover. Good. Good, guys. That's 7 down. That means this is last. Okay. It is your Panther Crawl to wrap everything up. Set your hands and feet. 3, 2, 1, and go. Best set of the morning. Don't hold back. That's it. Nice, Heather. Good. Go, Brian. Go, Eva. Good work, guys. You are halfway. You've got 30 seconds left. So we just want to push for the last 30. Whatever you have left, put it out there. You're down to 15. Final 10 seconds. Keep working, guys. Keep working. In 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! All right. Did it. Good going. So nice fundamental workout, but big change in work-rest ratio. And we're going to just shake out, sip of water, let our heart rates come back down. And then we'll start our cool down with our chest and see we're still fine time-wise, even though we started late. Going to take a hand to the wall, turn away. So guys, what I would say about this month is, encourage your friends, family and pets to sign up. But we'll make the call Saturday evening. And so if we don't get enough, we're still going to offer classes. Of course, we're gonna refund those who did register and switch. And it'll definitely, I'm pretty sure, without a doubt, it would be Wednesday morning, because that's smack in the middle of the week. And then it might be one evening as well, as an experiment. And then that way people would get 2 shots at a la carte classes, and the price would stay at 10. 3, 2, 1, and release. That's the current thinking. But I think what I'll do is send out a note and ask for feedback. We're going to go to quad now. Going to get the ankle, or if you need a stretch strap, that's fine. And so the heel's coming up towards your butt. And then punk rope is also on pause, the Tuesday evening class, but the hope is we'll get some outdoor classes going. I know that's not the same. Can't do those on Zoom. And we have 3, 2, 1, and switch. Other leg. But regardless of what classes we're offering, you can always write and check in, ask questions. We're not abandoning anybody, especially not you guys. Might abandon the people that didn't show up this morning, though. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, and we're going to go to the hamstrings. Hamstrings. Okay, so from the back, we're going to elevate a leg. Opposite knee is bent, or could be straight. You can also do this from many other positions. Main thing is you are stretching that muscle. And we have 3, 2, 1, and switch. Taking it to the other side. Good work, you guys. Almost there. We'll do one after this. Three, 2, 1, and release. Okay. And we're going to go spinal twist. Good way to relax on a Friday. So from your back, both knees are flopping over to one side. The opposite shoulder is attempting to stay on the ground or close to it. Now we don't force either part of this. We don't force the knees down. We can gently assist, and we don't force the shoulder down.
Rib grab.
There's the rib grab. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Knees are now going the other direction. Then we set up the opposite shoulder. Just notice where you're at. Okay, my knees are 6 inches off the ground. They're not able to get all the way down. My shoulder is however much off the ground.
I always forget to move my ponytail holder.
You keep working it and see how you improve over time. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. All right. Happy Friday, you guys. Can't believe it is April, but it is April 2nd. Enjoy the day. We're going to go hands in the center for beast on 3. We've got a 1, a 2, 3. Beast. Okay. And have a beautiful weekend. And then we'll keep you posted. By Saturday night or Sunday morning, you'll know what's up. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.